Level up your English with these 5 podcasts. Are you actually trying to learn English? It takes effort, but it doesn't have to be the worst thing ever. Honestly, podcasts have changed my life. They can totally help with your English too. It's all about listening and getting used to the way native speakers actually talk. If you're tired of boring textbook dialogues and want to understand real conversations, this video is for you. I'm about to share my top 5 favorite podcasts that will have you sounding more fluent than ever. Let's get into it.
Don't wanna sleep in, cause I got something to prove. I gotta take what I hate and finally make a move. I think of you and all the shit you don't do. Well, I'ma make hella sure that I don't become you. I have no regrets, yeah, I'll tie up my chest. I'll never forget what it's like to be in debt. Been stabbed in the back bed, I'll show you what happens. Pass me the mic and I'll show you with action. I feel this pain, you already know. Turn that to gains, let my money show.
All right, moving on to number 2, we have ESL Pod. This podcast is like the holy grail for anyone who wants to learn practical, everyday English. The episodes are around 20 minutes, covering a ton of different scenarios. The hosts are actual English teachers, so they know exactly what they're doing. They break down the vocabulary and grammar step by step, so you never feel lost. Honestly, this podcast is like having a personal English tutor in your pocket. It's perfect for anyone serious about improving their listening and speaking skills. Chapter 3, All Ears English. Boost your confidence and connect with culture. All Ears English is the podcast for you if you want to sound less robotic and more like a real person. The hosts, Lindsay and Michelle, are so relatable and funny. They make learning English feel less like a chore and more like you're just hanging out with friends. They talk about cultural differences, pronunciation tips, and life in general. They focus a lot on conversational English, making your English sound more natural and fluent. They also have episodes on confidence building, which is super helpful. Chapter 4, Luke's English Podcast, Learn British English, and Laugh a Lot. If you're looking to master that charming British accent and impress everyone with your knowledge of British culture, check out Luke's English Podcast. Luke is an actual English teacher and a stand-up comedian, so you know you're in for a wild ride. His podcast is a perfect blend of education and entertainment. He covers everything from grammar and vocabulary to British slang and cultural quirks. Luke is hilarious and makes even the most mundane grammar topics interesting. His interviews with guests from all over the world are always a treat. I started listening to Luke's podcast to prepare for a trip to London, and it was so helpful. Not only did I feel more confident speaking with the locals, but I also had a ton of fun facts and stories to share. Chapter 5, The Daily Level Up Your English with Global News. The Daily by the New York Times isn't specifically designed for English learners, but that's what makes it so great. It's a daily news podcast that covers a wide range of topics, from politics and current events to culture and technology. The Daily does an amazing job of making even the most complex news stories engaging and accessible. The host, Michael Barbaro, has a calming voice that draws you in, and the storytelling is top-notch. You'll be exposed to a variety of accents and speaking styles, which is super helpful for improving your listening comprehension. Being able to understand different accents is a superpower. The Daily is a great way to stay informed about what's going on in the world while leveling up your English skills. It's like killing 2 birds with 1 stone, but in a non-violent way. And there you have it, my top 5 podcast picks to help you crush your English learning goals. Whether you're just starting out or you're already pretty fluent, there's a podcast out there for you. Incorporating podcasts into your daily routine is such an easy and enjoyable way to improve your listening comprehension, expand your vocabulary, and immerse yourself in the English language. Plus, it's free. You literally have nothing to lose. If you found this video helpful, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more awesome English learning tips. Let me know in the comments which podcast you're most excited to check out.